Hello, my name is Mohammed Tabatabai, 5th degree black belt master instructor in the art of American Kenpo karate. Thanks for purchasing these video series. I'm going to be covering all the basic fundamentals, techniques, empty hand forms, weapon forms, and all the sets that are required in the system. So go ahead and put your gi on and let's get ready. We're going to go over our first form. This one is called short form 1. It's going to be done on both sides, right and left. And it's the requirement for yellow belt. Now, we're going to start from attention stance. Every time we do a form, at the beginning and at the end of it, we're going to do a salutation. And even before the salutation, we're going to indicate our form. In this case, when we're doing short form 1, we indicate short form 1 in this manner. Here's your right hand facing your instructor or the judges if you're competing with it. And this indicates short form 1, the right side. Since you're showing it on the right side of your body, this would be short form 1. Now, we have 3 short forms in this system. And if you bring in the 2 fingers this way and bend it, this is going to be for short form 2. And so on for short form 3. Now, if you're indicating on the left side, then this would be short form 1 for the left side, short form 2, and short form 3. Now, we're going to start short form 1, right side and left side, since we're doing both sides of the form. Now, right from here, we're going to go to salutation. That's when your left hand is covering your right fist. And if you're looking in the mirror yourself, you should not be able to see your right fist in the mirror. Your left hand should be covering it. And they're separate. They're not together at this point. They're separate, and your elbows are kind of down in a 45-degree angle this way. And you're looking straight. And you're stepping out with your right leg into a right front twist stance as you lift the left heel up and you rest your knee on your calf. So again, from your attention stance, step out with the right leg into a right front twist, left hand covering your right fist. Now we're going to bring them out together. As they come out together, your left hand is going to be covering your right fist, and your left leg is going to come out in a cat stance. Now we're in a left 45-degree cat stance. Left hand over right fist. Now from this position, as we look straight, we're going to step back with our left leg, and our hand's going to go straight and back to back. Again, one more time. From a cat stance, we're going to step back with the left, let the hands go up, back to back. Now from here, we're going to pull the hands back together as we pull the right leg back. So one more time, we're going to pull the hands over inside. As we pull them together, the right leg comes back, and now we're in a attention stance. As we open to the side with the left leg going to the horse stance, your hand's going to go up and around. Now remember, you don't want to reach way up there. This is you're staying within inside your zone. This is like as far as like your upward block is going to go. As we open to the side with the left leg, we're going to come up. We're going to make a triangle here. And the three corners of this triangle is going to be body, mind, spirit as we look up to it. Now from this point, you're going to drop into your left over right. Bring your arms down as you look straight. Then you go into a praying position with your hands come together this way, palms touching, and you're looking down. Now, if it's at the beginning of the form, from this position, we go to a left or right into a meditating horse stance to start our form. If it's at the end of our form, from this praying position, we're going to close to an attention stance and finish our form with a bow. Okay? So now let's go over this salutation one more time. Your footwork would be right leg out in a twist stance, left leg out into a cat stance. Left leg back, right leg back, 2 feet together, left leg open to the side and close. Now we're going to put the hands with it. Right leg out, left hand over right. Step out to a cat stance, left hand over right. Now they're touching. Step back with the left, hands back to back. Bring the right leg back. Pull the hands, pull the fists to the side. Open as you look up. You open with your left leg into a horse stance, and you make a triangle. You look up, then you look straight as you go left hand over right, and you look down as you pray. Now, if you look at this from the side angle, as my hands open up and away from the body, then as I go to a left or right, as they drop low, they also get closer to my body. And as they drop lower, they even get closer for praying position right here. And then we close out. Now we're going to start working on short form 1. First of all, understand that your forms are designed for you to work in different directions, and you're dealing with more than one person. It's for mass attacks. Now, we already know our clock principle, that we work in 8 different directions. Right now, we're just going to work four of those 8 directions, and these are going to be our 90-degree angles. We're going to work to 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9, and 3. Now, we're going to go to our horse stance. We're in a meditating horse, and we're going to start this form, facing 12 o'clock. We're going to do the right side, meaning our first block is going to be with the right hand. As our left leg steps back to a right neutral bow, we're going to do a right inward block, and at the same time the left leg steps back, we're pulling the left hand to the side, like you're doing a back elbow at the same time. We're facing 12 o'clock. Now, from this position, we're going to step through reverse with our right leg, going into a left neutral bow, facing 12 o'clock, as we do a left inward block and our right hand pulls to the side. Okay, we're going to take this from top, from a meditating horse, step back with the left, right inward block, drop back with the right, left inward block. Remember, you want to put the same amount of power and speed on both hands. If you shoot in the block nice and strong, your right hand got to be pulling to the side with the same amount of speed and power. Now, from here, we've got a punches coming from 9 o'clock. So I'm going to take my right leg, step out and away from the opponent. As I step with my right leg up, I'm going to do a right inward block and a left vertical outward block. Now again, watch this step one more time. As I step with my right leg up to face 9 o'clock, I'm going to be in a left neutral bow facing 9 o'clock. But for this right inward block, from belt up, it's going to be a forward bow. I need to square off my shoulder to reach with that inward block. Then I'm going to be into a full neutral bow, left neutral bow as I shoot the left vertical outward. Now facing 9 o'clock, I'm going to step through reverse, left step through reverse, and do a right vertical outward. Now, from this position, I'm going to cover. The way I'm going to cover, we take the front leg, step over, facing 9 o'clock. As I cover, facing 3 o'clock, I'm going to do a left upward block. Left upward block. Now, from this position, facing 3 o'clock, we're going to drop back. We're doing a left step through reverse, stepping back away from 3 o'clock towards 9 o'clock, and I'm going to do a right upward block. Now, from here, I'm going to take the back leg, step out and away from 6 o'clock. Let's say we've got an attacker coming from 6 o'clock to throw a kick at us. From this upward block, as I step with my back leg away from the kick, I'm going to do a right downward block, blocking the kick, and I'm in a right fighting stance facing 6 o'clock. And I'm going to step back, step through reverse, do a left downward block facing 6 o'clock. Now I'm going to take my front leg, step around into a meditating horse, end up in the first stance, which was facing 12 o'clock in a meditating horse stance. Okay, now that we've done the right side of this form, right when we end up the right side, we're going to go right into the left side. It's the same exact thing. We're just going to start with the left hand doing the first block and the right leg doing the first step back. Now we're going to the left side. As we step with our right leg back into a left neutral boat, we're going to do a left inward block, pull the right hand to the side. Now we're going to do a left step through reverse to a right neutral boat as we do a right inward block facing 12 o'clock. Now, this time we're moving away from a punch that's coming from 3 o'clock. So as my left leg step up and away from the punch, I'm going to do a left inward block. Now remember, again, we're keeping the neutral bow, but the upper body rotates a little bit more like we're going to a forward bow to reach with that left inward block as we follow with the right vertical outward, facing 3 o'clock. Now, from here, I'm going to step back, right step through reverse. We're still facing 3 o'clock, and I'm going to do a left vertical outward block at this point, coming around. Now, from here, I'm going to cover with my front leg. I'm going to step over as I turn around to face 9 o'clock, and I'm going to do a right upward block. And from this position, I'm going to do a right step through reverse, do a left upward block facing 9 o'clock. Now again, we got a kick attack coming from 6 o'clock. So I'm going to take my right leg and cover and step out away from the kick as I go into a left neutral bow, and I'm going to do a left downward block. And I'm going to step through reverse and do a right downward block. And from here, I'm going to take my right leg, step around into a meditating horse stance. And we're done with the left side of this short form one also. Then we're going to close and go to the salutation. Remember, in this form, it's designed to work the 90-degree angles, and it's also designed for you to be stepping away from the attack. So you didn't see us stepping forward. We're going to drop back and away from the opponent. Now, we're going to take this from top. Come up here, Masoud. Okay, let's say he's 12 o'clock. Put your right leg back, fighting stance. From here, okay, he's coming with the step-through right punch. That we're stepping back and blocking the punch. Now he's coming with the left punch. We're going to drop back and block the left punch. Now we've got a punch that's coming from the side, from 9 o'clock. We're going to step with the right leg, check the punch with the right hand, follow through with the left. So with that one step, we're doing 2 blocks. Coming a bit faster, we're going 1, 2, inward, outward. Now it's coming with another hooking punch that we're dropping back and doing a right vertical outward block. Okay, now we've got the overhead club attack from behind. So from this position, he's coming with the overhead club attack, and we're going to cover and block. Now he's coming with another overhead club attack. We're going to step back and do another upward block. Okay. So one more time from here, as I cover, block, then another attack, block. Okay? Now, we're going to go to 6 o'clock. From here, we've got an attack coming from 6 o'clock. As he throws the kick, I'm going to step away and block the kick. One more time. I'm going to step away and block the kick. Now it's coming with another kick, step back, and another downward block. And we're going to step around. Here, 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 here. Yeah. Yeah. And step around. Here, 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 and step around. Now we know how we indicate our form. Short form 1, right side and left side. We know how we do the salutation. And we know how we do on both sides of short form 1. One thing, when you practice this form at the beginning, take one direction and set that as your 12 o'clock and start your form, and that's facing that direction. Once you get a little bit comfortable with that, then turn around to different directions. If this is my 12 o'clock, then I want to set that as 12 o'clock and do short form 1. And I want to be facing that way and set that as my 12 o'clock and do this form, and also the other angles. Now, I'm going to go over this whole thing one more time from the top. Yeah. 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 The set that we're going to be working on next, that's also one of the requirements for yellow belt. It's called the blocking set or star block. Now we've learned our basic blocks, the upward, inward, extended outward, and downward. Now we're going to be putting them together, doing it with the right hand and doing it with the left hand, and then we're going to do it with both hands. And I'm going to go over the applications also. Now, when we're doing our sets, it's not, the salutation is not part of it. We just do the salutation at the beginning and at the end of our forms. For sets, we're going to be in a attention stance, and we're going to do a bow, keeping our eyes on our opponent. And then we're going to go to a meditating horse. From the meditating horse, we're going to pull the hands to the side and go to a training horse stance. Now we're going to start star block from this position. Starting with our right hand, we're going to go into an upward block, inward block, extended outward, downward block, pull to the side. It could be a back elbow, and we're doing a heel palm strike to the midsection in front of us, and pull back. Now we're going to do the same routine with the left hand. Left upward, into an inward block, and extended outward, downward, do a left back elbow, and left heel palm strike to the midsection again, and we pull to the side. Now we're going to do this same block, same combination with both hands. We're doing upward blocks, inward blocks, extended outward, downward blocks, pulling to the side, and heel palm strikes, and then pull to the side to your training horse stance. We're going to go back to meditating horse, and we close to attention stance, and we bow. Yeah. 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 The main purpose of doing this block is to get the beginner student to work the combination. Do these blocks one after the other. So if we got different attacks coming, he's doing upward, inward, downward. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Get your hands on your side. Now, if I was to strike him with an overhead, going to an inward, and outward, and downward, pull to the side, and heel palm strike. Now with the other hand, upward, in, extend it out, down, pull back, and heel palm strike. Okay? Now then you could get the student to do this set without any stopping, without any pause, just a bit faster. Okay? We're going to do this a little bit faster, hoping that it's not going to kill my arm. Let's go. One more time. Good. Okay. So now you see how the application, you could be doing a block inward, outward, downward, and doing a combination of blocks. Now, when we go into doing the same combination with both hands, the first combination when we do double upward block, it's your cross block. When you check in an overhead club attack or any type of overhead attack using both hands as a cross block. Okay. Now I'd like to show you. Now you might ask that why this hand right goes on top of left, or why left goes on top of right. Okay. Master, grab a weapon. Grab a short stick for me, please. Okay. Now if he was to come with the right overhead club attack. Now in this case, I'm going to have my right hand go on top of my left hand. And the reason is, if I do my cross block, I could still use only my right hand to stay outside of his attack, and it gives me a free hand to strike with, to use my left hand. Now, if I go left on top of the right, I could still do the same block, okay, but my closest hand to my opponent, which is my left hand, is on top of my right. So I'm kind of like checking myself. And this hand is not going to reach. Unless we try and drop into a forward blow, then the attack on top might collapse on us. Okay? So now in this situation, you see why you have your right hand on top of your left. So you could check outside of it and have a free hand to strike. If he was to attack with the other hand, then we're going to have the left hand on top of the right. So we could still check outside and give us a free hand to strike. Okay? That's how we're using that cross block. When you're practicing your star block, it doesn't matter. You could go right on top of left or left on top of right. Now, the next move that we do, it's our double inward block. Put the weapon away. You're going to see in some of the techniques later on. Let's say he's coming with a step-through right punch. That we like to do an inward block to block the punch, and at the same time we're going to use another inward block on the other side of the arm, so we have two inward blocks collapsing on outside and inside the punch in this manner. Okay, might catch a nerve here. Okay, so now you see how we're using double inward block, okay, to take care of that attack, to bust the arms from inside and outside. That's why when we do the cross block from here, we go to double inward. So that's one of the applications. Now we're going to an extended outward blocks. We're doing a double extended outward. Now, for this, let's say if he's shooting a left punch, step through right. And I'm stepping back and doing an extended outward block here. Now, if I had somebody behind me, let's say, just stay right here. As his buddy throw a punch here, and I step back to block. Now, my other hand, it could be like an extended outward, but I'm going to use a hammer fist. So as I block a punch there, I'm going to step back and strike back here. Catching a punch in front and striking back here. This could be also going to the body. So when I step back, strike to the body, it's the same motion as your extended outward block. So again, if he was standing in front of me, let's say he's throwing a punch, it doesn't matter what punch. We step back and block, we could be striking back here, hitting a different opponent behind or to our side. So that's using your double extended outward blocks. Now, for the same reason, we could be using our double downward block. If he's throwing a kick at me and I'm stepping off to block, and at the same time, I got somebody behind me again. So now this, when I'm blocking here, I could be striking here. That's your downward block that's striking to the groin or to the midsection. So again, we're using the double downward. One could be for blocking, which your blocking is one way of striking, and striking with the hammer fist behind you. Okay? Then we're pulling to the side, and we go to the cross heel palm strike. Now, to go over this heel palm strike, let's say I'm going to cross check him this way. Okay, see, this is like a double heel palm strike that you could check his arm. If it was a overhead club attack, that we checked it, and now we're coming on top of the arm to pin it and cross check it. Okay, now again, which hand is going to go on top of which hand? It really depends on the situation that you're in and where you like to go from after this move. Also, this cross check, it could be hitting to the body. How we're striking to the body, and we're going to strike down on diagonal to check his height zone by checking back this way. Okay. Also, we could use this cross blocks, cross heel palms going down as a hooking motion if he was to throw a kick. And instead of blocking, we wanted to hook it. So it's kind of like the same motion that goes into a hooking action, the same heel palm cross that we're doing. All right? Thank you, Master. So you could see that when you're practicing star block, we could take each one of these moves and have a different application for it later on when you're doing your self-defense techniques. Here. 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 I'm sure you enjoyed studying these videos, and I enjoy teaching them to you. If you have any questions or you need further information about personal training or seminars, please contact me at the address and phone numbers listed at the end of the video. Thank you.